welcome to Stampissimo. Today my guest is Bekka. Hi Bekka.
Hi Charlotte.
And she's brought with her a lovely recipe box that she's going to show us how to make.
This little box is ideal for keeping in your kitchen. It's got lots of different sections so you can store all your recipes. They're all colour coded so you know which section it came from. That's the biscuits section. You can tell what gets eaten in my house. And there we go.
Terrific, let's get started.
Okay, what you're going to need to make the box is a sheet of cardstock measuring 12 inches by 12 inches. The first thing you're going to do is take your trimmer and you're going to cut a piece measuring 6 inches by 12 and another piece measuring 5 inches by 12. Like that. I'm going to keep that because we're bound to need a scrap sometime soon. If I could just pass you that. Yep. What we're then going to do is score our box, and using the scoreboard we're going to take the piece that measures 6 inches by 12 inches and we're going to score it at 3 inches and 7 inches. And then we're going to take the piece that measured 5 inches by 12 inches and we're going to score that one at 3 inches and 9 inches. Then we're going to turn it through 90 degrees and score it at 4.5 inches. Then we're going to turn it round and score it at 4.5 inches again. You could score it at the ½ inch mark, but I just find it easier to do it over on that side.
All right.
And then we have finished with the scoreboard as well, so if I could hand you that.
Sure.
The next thing we need to do is just take a paper folder and make sure our folds are nice and strong. And that'll help our box stay nice and square when we've made it.
Fabulous. So Bekka, you've been a demonstrator for almost 5 years now. What do you like most about Stampin' Up?
I absolutely adore the products. I love the colours, I love how everything coordinates and how easy it is to get a really good project finished with those.
That's true, the coordination is amazing.
It's fantastic. You can spend your time crafting, not trying to find other things that match.
True story.
True story. So what you're going to do when you've folded all your score lines is you're just going to take your scissors and just fold a little, cut a little V shape into each corner.
Two crease lines meet,
where the two crease lines meet, you just want a little V shape like that.
All right, looks easy enough.
I don't do difficult, Charlotte. Just like that. So your piece of card
that's cute.
Looks like that.
That's an easy way of doing it. And now it
then
comes
just
together.
Want to, thank you. Fold that one. Now, and this is where the fun bit starts. You need to think about how you're going to decorate your box, which is the really exciting bit, because you want to put your decorations on it before you put it all together, because it's much easier to line things up then. So what I've done is I've made some earlier, in true Blue Peter style. If I could give you those, so you don't have to watch me cutting and sticking bits of paper.
We'll use those later.
We'll use those. Oh, don't worry, they'll get used. To decorate mine, I've used some of the gorgeous natural composition papers. I love how this is pre-embossed. It looks like you've put in loads of work and you haven't. That's one of the things I like about Stampin' Up.
Glossy,
it's beautiful, and I thought it would probably wipe quite easily in a kitchen as well.
Probably would.
So I've stuck 2 pieces on either end and one on that panel, and all we have to do now is put the box together. So we're going to turn it over. We're going to take some Tombow and we're going to put it in this middle panel. And we're just putting some Tombow first because it gives us a little bit of wriggle room as we put our box together if we don't get this exactly where we want it first time.
You can shift it, move it around.
Exactly. And I need a little bit of wriggle time normally.
Wriggle time.
Wriggle time. So we just want to line this up. There we go, told you I'd need it. Fingers and thumbs. There we go.
Yeah.
And then we're just going to fold that over, make sure it fits, and that bit, so there we go, that's where we need it to be.
It really is an easy fit, isn't it?
It absolutely is. And then we're going to just take off the red tape from those 2 pieces.
How easy is that?
If it's naughty, then all you need to do is just rub it down a little bit and it will come off. There we go. And pop those there just for a second, move them in a moment, and stick that down. So we've got the basis of our box, and this is just going to come together like that now. A little tip with the red tape, if you want to line things up, this sticks instantly. So what you want to do is just take it a little way, fold it over, hold on to the end, then line your box up, and just that top bit will stick, so you can check it's where you want it to be.
Okay.
Then you can go to the inside of your box and just pull the red tape out.
Oh, that's a cool tip. Yeah.
So just to show you again, we're going to take the top end of it here.
Learn something new every day.
Fold it over, stick it to the inside of the box.
Make sure that's
Line
where
up
you want it.
exactly where we want it, like that. Go to the inside of the box and just pull the red tape out.
Terrific.
And then we just need to do that on the other two corners as well. Oops, there we go.
Almost there.
Almost there. And this, by doing it this way, we can make sure this top edge really, it's being naughty now, really lines up perfectly, so we get a straight line going around the edge.
But it is, it's really perfect.
Oops, come here.
And the last
Detect
side.
by the little bit of red tape.
It's like really static, isn't it?
It is, but at least it means you know where they are.
And the last side. Excellent.
There we go, and into the middle.
That's looking like a box.
And then here's your box with its basic construction finished. We just need one more step because you'll notice it's a little bit wobbly at the moment, so we're going to put some more strength in there. And we're going to take another piece of card that we've decorated that's going to fit very snugly there. We're just going to pop some Tombow on it.
That's just going to make the panel at the back as well all decorative.
It is, which will make it pretty in there as well as a little bit stronger. So just check we've got the pattern the same way up as the rest of the box.
In it goes.
And in it just slides like that, and we just press it down.
How easy is that?
And then that's that.
Excellent.
All decorated, and you'll notice it's not as wibbly.
And now all we need is its contents.
Absolutely, so let's get on and make some of those. Can I just hand you that?
All right, that's over here.
So what we need is some more cardstock and some more pattern paper. And I'm going to just show you one of these, but they're all made in exactly the same way. So you're going to take a piece of card and decorate it, and I've used some lovely bright polka dot paper.
It is friendly, isn't it?
It is, I love it.
Dots are friendly.
And I think they're kind of kitcheny and kind of classic too. So we're just going to put some glue on the back. And then
that's just your
line it up.
backing, right?
That's just the backing.
Yep. Lovely.
So you're just going to press that down, and that should be beautifully stuck.
All right. Is this a project that you would typically do for a workshop?
Yeah, it's the kind of thing I might make as a hostess gift at a party, or something I might teach in a class, something like that.
All right. Next step.
So next step is we need to take our punches, and we need to punch out some pieces. So we're going to take one of those. I'm going to use a piece from down here, one of these. Whoop. There we go, let's try to get away. Then we're going to punch some butterflies, and I think my customers think it's illegal to craft without butterflies because I use these punches a lot.
Completely.
I love how easy it is to get a really nice little detail on something.
And he is detailed.
And he's
with
gorgeous.
the swallowtail there.
And this little itty bitty butterfly just sits really nicely
So
on top of it as well.
How often would you hold a party?
I probably do between 6 and 8 events a month.
Oh wow! That's a
Some
lot
in
of work.
people's home. Well, sometimes I teach the same projects.
But it doesn't
sometimes
feel like work, does it?
It doesn't, not at all. And there's something very lovely about when people create a project they didn't think they could do. The look they get is just fantastic, and it makes it not feel like work
Like,
on any level.
I've done it.
I've made this.
Nice.
So we're just going to take a quick little glue dot. This is a lesson in all the glues that we do, I think, as well. I think I've probably used most of them on this project.
You will find your favourite.
Absolutely. And we're just going to stick the little butterfly onto the big one. And then we're going to stick the, let's press that down a little bit more. There we go. The big butterfly
So lots of
onto
layers.
the divider. Move that slightly, there we go.
And it's done.
And there's our divider done. So all we need to do now is just stick that on our project. We're going to use the final sort of adhesive, and I'm going to use some dimension pads. And the reason I use these is I want these just to sit a little bit proud of the divider so they're easier to turn. Just stick those on. peel off the backing, and then using my grid paper I can decide where I want that to go. So I think that looks about right there.
Isn't that sweet?
And that's all there is to them.
What is your favourite part of being a demonstrator?
That's a hard question. There are so many great bits. As I say, I love when people make their first project and they become crafters. That's fantastic. And I've also been lucky enough to meet some amazing people, make some really great friends, and that's really special to me as well.
That's really nice, and then you can give them all these lovely gifts.
Absolutely.
As well. And they're grateful too. Isn't that lovely? So we can pop that into the box. So let's have a look at this one that's been finished and is absolutely glorious. Look at the decoration on this. Explain us through.
What I've done for this one is I've just made some stamp decoration using some of the stamps and some more butterflies, because there have to be butterflies.
With glimmer paper.
With some glimmer paper and some of the beautiful rhinestones.
Great accent. And while we're talking about butterflies, you have to see this. Can I bring it forward?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Tell us about this.
This is a notice board for my kitchen. It's made on an old baking sheet. And what I've done is just covered it with paper and put some strips across and decorated some magnets so that it can hold your recipes in it, or they'll fit behind there if you like.
That is lovely. So you now know what to do with your old baking trays. Recycle. And then this one. I mean, they're all lovely.
Well, I was thinking about other things you could do with these boxes, and I don't know about you, Charlotte, but when I scrap, I need to sort my photos out first.
You do?
I tend to take far too many, and then I have to work out what's what. So I've then made some dividers with room to write down what the event is or who the person is that the photos are of, so that you're then ready to scrap them.
That is such a lovely idea, and in fact, everything is lovely. And thank you so much for bringing all these projects with you.
You're welcome.
It's absolutely great. Thanks. If you would like to know more about Stampin' Up and Stampin' Up products, then contact your local demonstrator. If you don't have one, then check out the demonstrator locator on the Stampin' Up website. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.
Bye.